How y'all doing? Yeah, 2020 rolling in, right? What we in? Half of the first month. So, I posted something about the bigger the hardship, the bigger the blessing. Um, to put it in dragon terms, basically, it's actually the bigger the trial, the bigger the blessing. So, what does that mean? Well, we know that if you watch other videos, trials mean are tests, and tests are basically things that we go through. Life it could be spiritual, it could be physical, mentally. It doesn't matter. You're being tested uh, to accomplish something or to evolve or learn something to hopefully become a bigger, better person, or at least not be more knowledgeable about more things. Experience comes with this and all that. Uh, my dragons are a lot of hands-on training, so a lot of it is kind of learn as you go situations. But what you gain after it's done really helps all areas. But that's just my guys. Um, so to break it down, when I say the bigger the trial, the bigger the test, the bigger the situation, the frustrating situations that are thrown at us, that come at us, and we're all like, okay, I don't know what to do, or this is too much, or whatever. I have realized over the years that most of the time, once we accomplish or go through and finish, fix, resolve the problem situation that has occurred, that we come out a different person, but hopefully most of the time a bigger, better person. Like, I understand this, I can relate and help others, or I need to change the way I think or try new things. And you go on knowing that you have accomplished this goal in this situation, and you're confident that you can move forward. So that's pretty much what that is saying. Now, I find after we normally accomplish or finish, resolve the initial issue that we're having, that usually our blessings come, or, you know, the achievement of whatever is after the test, the trial. It can be as simple as wisdom, knowledge, experience, to you can gain physical riches or accomplish getting your house or your car, or simple things. Well, they're not really that simple if you don't know, it's your first rodeo. So, those things are more physical riches, but you still accomplished and received the ultimate goal. So that's kind of like what that is that I always tell people. And it doesn't always, they're not simple tasks. They're usually pretty, like, hard thinking and trying events. Now, I'm not talking about traumatic experiences. That's a whole nother ball game. This is just super hard situations that sometimes they can be blended. Trials can be blended into traumatic experiences, but they're a different level of trials. But they all pretty much the same. At the end, You know, if you have learned and grew, you will receive or gain your blessing. Now, I have spirit friends. Y'all know I work with dragons. So, you know, they do help me, guide me, kind of let me know, like, yeah, it's not a good idea, or you might want to try this for the change the outcome, stuff like that. Some people aren't so spiritual, and that's your choice. You have free will. So that really actually kind of is harder because you really are only depending mentally on yourself. So your outcome, you really don't have any kind of spiritual guidance to, you know, let turn left instead of right. But you have to rely solely on your instincts, with your knowledge, your ability to change perceptions, and see things differently, all on your own. And that's cool and all that. It's a little harder. It's a little bit harder because you don't really have that backup. But I see people do it all the time. Um, Instead of being called blessings, they will call them accomplishments. That's cool too, because you have accomplished something. But both spiritual and non spiritual both need to play their own role. The spirits aren't just going to give you what you want. And of course, the non spiritual don't believe that there's spirits out there helping them. So, it's kind of like they definitely need to work harder and figure things out on their own. All right, because it is our life achievements and our life goals that are being worked right now. You know, the spirits, if you're spiritual, they don't really have a need for anything here. Like, I mean, they have a need, mine have a need for balance on the earth and, stuff like that. But they don't have no need to eat food or, really have housing or anything like that. They fly around like the universe and stuff. So they don't need to have all that physical things that I need right now because I'm human in a physical body and living this life right now. And of course, non-spiritual people, they try to work and figure out things on their own. So hopefully we have the same goal or the same outcome no matter which direction or type of person you are. You still need to work on your trials. You still need to do your part. Now, if you're doing something and it just don't seem to be working, and you're not getting the outcome, or you're kind of digging yourself in a deeper hole, that might be a good time to step back and reanalyze what all is going on and try to see the whole picture, because then you might see a better solution. So hopefully this can help someone or explain how things work. Now, I'm going through some trials right now. I'm not going to get into it all. It's pretty frustrating. But at the end of it all, I think that, well, I know that it's going to be okay. Life goes on. But I think that there'll be a pretty good solution at the end of it all, and things will be taken care of. So I tripped for 2-3 days about it. Like, oh Lord, what's gonna happen? Like, how am I gonna do this and all that? But I'm to the point now which you have to come down from the trippy high and be like, logically, what can I do? What are my... I'm a strategist kind of thinker sometimes, so What moves do I need to make to gain the outcome that I'm trying to go for? Now, some of these take a while to think about. I mean, you don't come off the bat all the time and be like, I know what to do. I mean, it wouldn't be trials if it was simple. But, I'm learning a lot of information about things I did not know about, gaining more wisdom. And I think that what's going on, the situation that's going on with me right now, once it's resolved, it will actually benefit and open the door for me to move forward in some ideas that I have been stirring upon. So, I guess, it needs to be taken care of or done. But the situation opened the door up for me to learn how other things work too, which would benefit me later on. I consider that kind of a blessing, because if I would not have known, or if I do not know this information and I try to do something in the future, it may cause bigger problems. So, yeah, trials are not fun, by the way, but we can get through them. We can accomplish great things. Just take your time, step back sometimes. You can trip out in the beginning, but don't keep tripping out, because you gotta get that brain settled. You gotta think. You gotta strategize. You gotta understand, learn, and then move. Make your move where it needs to go. So hopefully y'all are having a better start to 220 than I am. But if you're not, I feel you. And I hope that you can get through your trial just as I'm working on mine. And I hope your blessing is a big one. So I will see y'all later.